All right, so I'm out here today. I'm gonna cut some rocks. I got the saw set up, my little table. Got the water. I got some batteries because this is the Porta cable, cordless. So I do this because where I live, I can't cut rocks at in my condo because it's too noisy. So, but I did put a different blade on here. I just cut this first rock already. Look at that, huh? Wow, that's pretty amazing. And here's what it looks like on this side, but when you cut into it, pretty amazing. So that's the first one. So I got a few more to cut. This MK diamond blade I put on here, the agate cutter blade, or you can use I think it's the fast blade. That thing cuts so much better than the stock blade. It's unbelievable, the difference. So anyway, all right, I'll be back. I'll do a wrap up at the end to show you everything I cut. I mean, I'm gonna spare you the details of watching me cut for 45 minutes. So anyway, all right, we'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, so back from cutting. This is everything I cut. About 45 minutes, I guess, maybe a little longer. I had 3 batteries for the saw. That's about as long as they last. I think I got some pretty good stuff here. I'm gonna start wetting it all down and we'll go through and we'll look at all the different pieces. So we'll start with some of the moss ones over here. Here's a nice brown moss. You can see when you find it, look at that. That's what they look like. You're like, what is that? You cut it, completely different, huh? Here's the other part of that one, the other half of that one. I cut it in half. It's pretty neat. All right, here's another moss one. And you can see what it looks like. You cut it in half, that's what it looks like. Here's the other half of that one. Again, you can see when you find it, it looks like this. Pretty neat. And interesting, when you look at it on the side this way, it's got this little pattern. So I did cut a couple pieces off of the bottom, just so you can kind of see how the pattern looks on the bottom. You get a different type of pattern. Isn't that cool? Again, that's what it looks like when you find it. All right, the next one, I cut the end off of this one. This is just a little end piece I cut. You can see the agate through it back here. That's okay. Here's the big piece that I cut off. I'm just gonna polish the front. This will be a display piece. But you can see when you find it, looks nothing like the inside, huh? So you gotta know what you're looking for. That's a really pretty piece. Here's the next one I cut. This one's got a little green at the top. Got some blue agate in there, or chalcedony, whatever you want to call it. And here's the back. This one just looks like a bunch of quartz and agate, kind of like, it doesn't look like much of anything. Ooh, cut it open. Wow, huh? That was pretty neat. All right, here's a big red one. The water's starting to dry up. Here's the red one. Let's get it over to the light. You can see the back. So you can kind of see the lines when moss is laid down. When you find moss agates, it usually has some kind of line pattern like that. it has a little bit of red peeking out. You can see some of that lines I'm talking about. Something a little crazier. All right, here's the next piece. This is actually half of another one I just showed you a second ago. I didn't show you the other half. This is the other half of this one. See, it's got a little green on top. That's a pretty cool pattern, huh? See, look what it looks like on this side. You just walk right past that one usually, unless you see something like this sticking up. This little side right here. And again, I saw the green in one of the videos. I showed this one. Anyway, this is a really neat piece. Okay, this next one is kind of interesting. Also looks like that. And here's the other half of that one. Alright, here's the other one. Let me cut that one off of it. And I kind of cleaned up the whole back side because I'm going to tumble this one. So I cleaned up it. It had a lot more potch and stuff on it. So I cleaned up with the saw. You can see the saw marks. I cleaned a lot of that stuff off so I can tumble it. And it'll go through the tumble cycles pretty quicker because it doesn't have to take as much stuff off. Look at this one's got all the little fractures in it. And there's the other piece of cuff of it. Isn't that cool? So, again, you can see I was cleaned up all the edges and stuff. And tumbled up. And here's the next one. Look at this one. Look at the swirls and the patterns in this one, huh? Is that not beautiful? See, I cleaned up some of the edges. So this is the rough edge. I cleaned up. It had a lot of the white volcanic ash, potch, whatever you want to call it. Same type of thing. And then here's the big one. I'm gonna just use this as a display. I'm just going to polish the front of this one. The blue agate there. Just the patterns on these are unbelievable. Alright, this next one I cut 3 pieces off of. Show you those. Yeah, look at the pattern on that one. Huh, isn't that cool? This is why I love to go out to Lavic Siding. I mean, you know, you don't. This isn't like everything sitting out there is like that. You just have to kind of hunt. That one's cool. Here's the other little piece of color. This one. Cut a few little slabs. Excellent, right? Alright. And here's what it looked like when I found it. This is the rock. So I can see a little something going on there. I wasn't sure. So until you cut it open, you have no idea. Look at that, huh? It's just amazing to me. Here's the next one. This is interesting. It's got agate. It's an agate jasper mix. This is the outside. You can see some of the banding in here. Here's the outside. So again, when you walk around trying to find this stuff, this is what you see. Yeah, check the bottom out. It's a completely different pattern than the other side, huh? See, this is a side view. This is a cut from, I took a cut from the top. This is, it looks like just orange just because these are layers. Real pretty. All right, here's the next one. There's the back. Here's a little slab I cut off. You can see it's got some green in there and some oranges. That's just some beautiful stuff, let me tell you. Look at that, huh? See the greens and the oranges? It's just beautiful. And this is what it looked like when I picked it up. You're like, what is this? And you cut it over and it's unbelievable. The piece of red. Let's look over here. See, picked it up. This is another little piece I cut off of that one. This is like a little end that I sliced off first. Alright. This one's kind of neat. If you look real close, you can see the little saginite needles right there around this little agate. It's got saginite needles all through here. So look at that pattern on there. How did that go? Here's the back side. That's the rough side. That's the big part of that one. Again, you can see saginite needles all up in there. See if we can get a better picture. And when I picked it up, this is what it looked like. Alright, here's a little bit shaded I cut. Removed a lot of the outside husks stuff. This side's got a little green and red. It's got that agate going through there. There's a piece of cut off of that one. See, it's got the red and green on this one, and it's got there's your little bit of the agate. Here's the outside. See how pretty that is on the inside? This one's got this nice sunset orange color. See, I cut a lot of this stuff off and smooth out the outside. I'm gonna tumble this one. Wait to see this one. This one's neat. Check this one out. just need a half of that one. Just pretty, huh? Look at that thing. And that's what it looks like when you find it. And you cut it. Holy mackerel, huh? All right, here's a little yellow jasper. Kind of looks like that, and I cut it. It's a pretty piece. It's the rough side and the cut side. Alright, down to the last few pieces. Check this one out. Some green, yellow, kind of purplish color. And then this side, this is all agate. So let's see if we hold it up to the light. Maybe you can see, yeah, you can see that. I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't totally distort the picture, but you can see this is all agate. This is a giant piece of agate. Some cool green colors and stuff on the back. That's cool. It's got some interesting lines. It's mostly agate. There's a big piece of cut from. So here, following around and cut all the corners. Get ready to tumble it. Kind of clean up some of the top out of that. Alright, check this one out. This one's multicolored. It's mostly agate. It's agate and jasper, right? So it's mostly agate. Some jasper went through it. There's the back of it. Wasn't sure about this one when I picked it up, but I'm glad I did. We have a cave over here. This sucker's dried up already. Let's see what it looks like. You can see it's mostly agate. Alright, here's the last piece. This one's mostly agate as well. It's agate jasper mix. Not as good as some of the other pieces, but that is the final piece. So that's it from my haul. It's from everything I cut. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. More than happy to answer. Again, you can see where I love going out there to Lavic Siding. I mean, I find such a variety of material when I'm out there. Anyway, all right. Hope y'all have a good time. See y'all in the next video.